Good morning. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. The Morning Marketplace is live. I see a bunch of people here. Who we got? Worley's here. How about them dogs? Yeah, it's the one college football game I watched this year. And it was a fun one. It was an exciting one. I live bet the Alabama line. This is what happens. DraftKings is gonna just make so much money off of me, but now that it's legal in New York. But live bet Bama, I was like, hell yeah, let's go. But there we go. Borland's here. Yeah, we get some NFT Tuesday tonight, 3 p.m. with Mr. Dumbo himself. Joker Rocks here. We get a pack drop today. John Jones, good to see you. Kevin Forge, everyone go subscribe to Winsider. Shout out Kevin Forge making some content. Who else do we got? Borland Jump Shoot is here. Go Dogs. Jordan's here. Ryan B. Coffee always tastes a little bit better after a Hornets victory over the Bucks, no less. Gershot's here. Jamesy's here. Top Shot Streams. Ransom Reed. Good morning. Schnapper. Raptor News. Chunk stuff. Fingers crossed to Chunk. Jeffrey's here. Yachty's here. Brian Foster. Who Clap Shot. New Swami. DJ Local. Homies is here. I feel like we're full this morning. Jason. Jonathan. Federico. Etienne, are you new? I feel like I haven't seen, unless this is a different YouTube name. I don't know if I've seen you. Welcome. Thanks for being here. F and Nico's here. Fernandez here early. Rodney. Ooh, what's up, everybody? We get some fun stuff today. We're going to talk some hoops. We're going to look at the pack drop. We're going to look at the challenges. But first and foremost, this is what we need to discuss. If you tuned into the 89 Cavs last night, which if you didn't, you should. You should turn into the 89 Cavs is quality content. You can catch it on our stream. You can also find it in the podcast streets if that's more your jam. My clothes were returned. Now, that statement can be confusing without the context. Yesterday, it felt I was led to believe my laundry had been yoinked, stolen, hijacked from the laundromat. The laundry has been returned. I got a phone call today from Greenspin Laundry at 7:30 in the morning to let me know laundry has been returned. And this is a big deal because I was scheming to fight this person because I knew who they were, who took them. I knew their schedule. They knew that they go every Monday. Clothes have been returned. So this is a big day. I feel good, guys. I feel very good about it now. Jamesy says returned worn. No, the Greenspin Laundry has informed me they re-washed them overnight. Like, come on. Quality. Yeah, shirts. Yeah, I honestly, guys, couple $100 worth of stuff in there when I did the math last night. Oh God, Jesus, look at this. Kevin, how dare you? Team Hole, someone stole my undies. Yeah, someone stole all of my undies. Like, legit, all of them. You're right. Cleaned up. Did we clean up? I know I didn't last night. Clean, folded, and no. So we'll see. I'm going to pick it up right after this. God, this is terrible. Kevin, how dare you? Feel better soon, Joey. Thanks for being here, man. All right, so we get some hoops. Where do you guys? I'll let you guys start. Do you want to start with the challenge recaps, or do you want to start with the games? You let me know. Also, the lighting's gonna come in here weird today, so we're gonna have to lean in. Yeah, let me know. Where do you want? Yeah, there we go. All right, this might be it. Are we starting with the challenges? CKM's here. You know what? That's fine, dude. That's fine. Challenge games, win blinds. I know, dude. We do fucking need blinds, CKM. We've been here for so long. Games. All right, it's 2 for 2. The next vote's gonna decide where we start. I've seen 2 challenges, 2 games. Next vote. Stan just with a comment. Look at Stan. I feel like this is almost impossible. God, Stan took some edibles. Etienne says, is it Etienne? Let me know if I'm sucking at this. We're starting with the games. We're going with the games. All right. So there were 7 games last night. Kind of a weird night. We had some like interesting matchups, but it felt like everybody brought their B game last night. I don't know. It did feel weird. Stubbs, good to see you here, Stubbs. I want to tell you something about Adam Stubbs real quick. Adam Stubbs has to be the most positive person in the space. Has to be. He's incredible. He's just so supportive and very kind. And Adam Stubbs is the man. So shout out Adam Stubbs. Good to see you here, man. Etienne. Okay, there we go. From here on out. Good to see you, Willis. There we go. Hitting the bong. All right. Well, we were close. All right. First game of the night. I made this joke on Twitter last night. Real NFL in London vibes, right? Real Jaguars versus Falcons over in London. Celtics Pacers 101-98. The Celtics won in overtime. You got to tell me 101-98 in overtime. They got 5 extra minutes and just cleared 200 points. Sabonis had like a weird triple-double because he had 11 points, 23 rebounds, and 10 assists. Lance Stevenson continues to cook with his guitar, had 14 off the bench. Tatum had 24 and 12. I want to read you Tatum's stat line, though, from the field. 7 for 21, a nice little 33%. 0 for 7 from 3. 0 for 7. Jason Tatum and I hit the same amount of three-pointers last night. And then Jaylen Brown, 26 and 15. Again, I think it's so bizarre we keep getting these reports out of Boston's camp being like, yeah, Tatum and Brown sat down. They had a nice conversation. They're going to play basketball together. It's like, what? We're not going to give them credit for deciding maybe we should try to play together. What are we doing? We getting a Lance moment. I actually saw Austin tweet something about this, right? Because it was they're in this weird spot, right, where like Isaiah Thomas comes back for 10 days. All these weird signings for like 10 days, right? And then they bounce around. You can't really give them all a moment because then you're creating these weird bottlenecks. Lance has had like a couple of moments now so far since coming back from the Pacers, which I believe is his second landing spot. I think he had a 10-day with the Hawks before he went to Indiana. I could see the Pacers. I could see him getting a moment now. He's pretty good. He's been pretty good lately. And like, why can't he be in the league anyways? Do you know what I mean? Like, he shouldn't be starting, but I mean, he's a little, see if he's got it. Put him in for 5 minutes. If he's got it tonight, let him cook. And if he doesn't, just don't play him. Okay. So the confirmed Lance is signed through the end of the year from John Jones. So there we go. Give him a moment. I'm going to Celtics versus Pacers in Indy tomorrow. They had to go. They had to pay me to go. I bet they did, Yachty. Probably got a 10-day contract from Indiana. I don't know. We can look at Sabonis, I guess, right? We can go take a look at Sabone and see if he had any movement or anything, or just kind of take a look at his moments. That's the only thing. Actually, let's look at Tatum and Brown as well, only because I don't know. I feel like, do you think, and I don't even just mean the market, do you think like fans are turning on them a little bit? Or not even turning on them, but there was just so much promise. There was so much promise that they were going to be like this tandem, right? This Paul George and Kawhi. And they're just not doing it. And I wonder if we're like getting a little sour on them. All right, so here we go. Sabone's 10K moment, which reminds me, we'll re-up the brackets today to pick our team hold moment. I'm going to be honest though, guys, yesterday, or just like from the amount of content we pushed out last week, I just could not wrap my head around putting out brackets yesterday. My brain was too tired. But anyways, here we go. We get a Series 3 moment around $6. That's out of 10K. That Top Shot debut is sitting at 85, man. I don't know what to make of it. I just hope Sabonis gets traded and then people get to see him be good on a good team. That's really the only thing I'm interested in. His Metallica, you're seeing all the rare stuff pump a little bit because of the challenges, right? So you're seeing him. This is up to 180 now. I think this was at like 115 not too long ago. But let's look at Tatum and Brown. I think that we'll start with Brown because I think he's not considered as sexy as Tatum. Sorry, you're forgiven, big ticket. You're forgiven. Not turning on them. Fans just picked a side. That's okay. Yeah, I get that. All right, Sabonis for Siakam. I'm telling you, though, I don't know even if Toronto fans would be excited about that, though. Oh, wait, I'm looking at Bruce Brown. My bad. Jaylen Brown, please. Okay, here we go. So Jaylen Brown, he's got a 15K at 8. His Top Shot debut has been hovering between 325 and 450 for the last couple months. And I know this because I own one. His Seeing Stars right there is at 31. This was his, where's that 1K Series 1 moment? There it is. So you could pull that in that Series 1 reserve packs. Remember, people thought they got a Jaylen Top Shot debut, and it was actually this $135 moment. His rare 3-pointers pumped a little bit. So I guess, I don't know. I mean, I guess his numbers haven't moved too much. So maybe it hasn't affected the market. Let's look at Tatum. Jason Tatum. Let's see. I mean, everything seems pretty much the same. His Top Shot debut is the one that I monitor the most. So where's that at? 695. That's still kind of a little inflated from where it was. I think I got it at like 5 something, 480 something. So yeah, I don't know. I regret selling my Jalen All-Star game. I don't know, man. You get a lot of profit on that, Joey. I remember you doing that. And that's going to come back down again. You got to remember it's a rare 3-pointer. So it's all being propped up by the Clay challenge right now. That'll come back down. All right. Anyways, that was game number 1. Game number 2, a little bit more exciting. We had LaMelo versus Giannis. That was on NBA TV last night. And what I love about NBA TV games is that most of the time they don't get you a crew for it, right? It's not like NBA TV calling the game. It's they just like bleed into the feed. So we get the Hornets feed last night, and the Hornets announcers are just incredible. They're so much fun. So that was a great game. They were losing their mind about Terry Rozier. Hornets won 103-99. The Bucks are without Drew Holiday, but they had Giannis, they had Middleton. Portis had a really bad game, and I can attest to that because I played him in DFS. But Giannis had 26, 13, and 7. Middleton was the surprising game. He put up 27 points. That's not surprising, but he had 11 assists, which I was like, oh, okay. He took over. The Middleton assist in play moment ranks would have been the way to go last night because his average is usually like 4, I think. So Rozier, 27 points. The dude just gets buckets, man. Can you believe, man, Kemba for Rozier? Remember that? Brian Foster says unpopular opinion as a Hornets fan. Eric Collin gets annoying. Dude, so I don't even know if that's an unpopular opinion if you're a Hornets fan, because this is what I would say. I think a lot of people like Scalabrine and they enjoy when he calls games. I do not watch the Celtics home broadcasts. And I think it's because when you get that every day, it's like if you work at an ice cream store, you hate ice cream by the end of it, right? So I think it's the same thing. You see it every day, you're like, oh, this is shtick. I don't like this. But when you just get a taste of it, you're like, this is cocaine. So there you go. Yeah, got murdered in DFS. You and me both, man. I think I actually finished last. I might show those lineups later. I might have finished last night. Let me see this because I did mostly single entry stuff last night. I didn't play too much. Just I rolled 2 lineups out there. But I want to see. I always like to see if I came in last. No, I came in 468th out of 555. So not great, Bob. Matthew Loftus, good to see you, sir. Yeah, LaMelo had 23 and 5. Has LaMelo stopped dishing out assists? That's something I've been paying attention. Cocaine ice cream. Oh, dude, there we go. You know what? I should have played this right away, but let's get a little Sawyer. Oh, yeah! Yeah, there we go. I was just going to share this comment too. Alex says, as a Knicks fan, not having Mike Breen call that RJ game winner is tragic. Yeah, no, I do not get tired of Mike Breen. Mike Breen is the best. Mike Breen is the absolute best. All right, who do we want to look at from that game? I guess Middleton. Middleton was a star. We'll look at Rozier. I know Rozier's had a couple of moments jump up lately because of the rare stuff. Middleton. Let's see. I don't know. Anything stick out to you guys? He's got a lot of playoff moments. Where's his? I haven't looked at Chris Middleton's Top Shot debut in forever. Where is it at here? 229. That's out of 1,002. 229. That's kind of intriguing now. Yeah, that's. I don't know. I do not want to change my opinion on do I need to own Chris Middleton. So I'm just going to move on to the next thing. Let's look at Rozier. Terry. He's got, so that throwdown, I think I sold that at like $80 because I'm the best. Man, Terry's been balling. Terry's been getting buckets. I just want that Hornets team to rip off like 10 wins. Do you know what I mean? Or like you want to look at their last 10, see that they're 8-2. I want them to get hot. I want them to have a real chance at this shit. I like making some noise. They're 6-4 in their last 10. They're 3 games over 500. They basically have the same. They're like a half game technically behind the Raptors, I think. Only 1 game behind the Cavs and 2 games behind the Sixers. But I think we're about to see the Sixers rip some off too. So I don't know. I just want to use the filters for low to high. All right, good call, homies. Good call. Fine, homies. No, good call. Will Hornets make any moves at the deadline? I don't know. I don't even know what they would go after. I guess you could go get a big. Like if you really wanted to do something, they could trade our boy PJ Washington and somebody else for like a legit big. We were talking about the Jalen Smith shit. I mean, I could see them making a run. Nah, that's probably not the right fit either. That's not the right. They probably need a more legit big, a more polished big. So I don't know. Ryan B says the Hornets have a good schedule coming up. Let's see if I can find that. If that's an easily navigatable thing here on my other screen. Upcoming games. Here we go. So they got Philly. They got Philly tomorrow. Then they get the Magic, the Knicks. Wow, look how disrespectful this is. Including the Knicks and the Celtics is an easy schedule. You're not wrong. And then OKC, Atlanta, Toronto, Indiana, the Lakers. Yeah, that's a 7-3 right there. 7-3 in the next 10, something like that. Yeah, I'll be the Hornets will be somebody fun to track to see what they are going to do. All right, hold on. Let's look at LaMelo too, see what he's doing. LaMelo. All right, man, it's funny to see his cheapest moment be a $52 moment, isn't it? His Top Shot debut has been settling around 750 to 820 or so for the last couple of weeks. I haven't really seen a lot of movement there. Hasn't landed in a flash challenge or anything like that. Although I guess it won't because of this assist right here. Yeah, there's LaMelo. Nothing. I mean, there's no breaking news, right? No breaking news on LaMelo. People are like LaMelo's good, and there you go. What happens to Bridges when Terry came back? Like what happened? Yeah, I will say though, Bridges. I don't have the stats in front of me. He looked good last night. I feel like he had. All I know is I looked at some point in the first quarter and he had like 9 points and 9 rebounds. So I think Bridges is still figuring out that role there. I don't see them moving him though. I don't know. I don't think they can move Bridges or Hayward. I think they need those. I think they need those guys. I think they're just lacking a big, but I don't know. What am I talking about? All right. Next game, guys, I'm excited to report the Jazz lost to the Pistons. So in honor of Steve, let's get a little Detroit basketball, shall we?
Detroit basketball! Detroit basketball!
Detroit! It slaps every time. It slaps. Guys, here's the thing. People are going to be like, yeah, but they were missing Rudy. They were missing Conley. They were playing the Pistons. The Pistons are trying to lose. They had Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell at 31-4. Whiteside 21-14. Sadiq Bey had 29-6. On the eve of hustle and show drop, he represented with 29-6. And then Cade had 29-8. He also went 5 for 9 from 3. And I saw some stat that if you like eliminated the first month of games for him, he's shooting like 40% from 3, which is, that's if you're going to see Cade take off as like a true all-star, like legit player moving forward, he needs to be shooting 40% from 3. So that's pretty good. The Memphis Grizzlies are a half game back from the Utah Jazz. Let's king go. You know what I mean? Whiteside did Whiteside things. There you go. It's great. Let's take a look. Let's look at Sadiq and Cade and Donovan. We're not going to look at Whiteside. I know Whiteside pumped a little bit because we're all dumb and we were buying stuff thinking it was going to be included in the challenge, and then they went old school on us with the archive. So Sadiq Bey, his hustle and show up 32, that Top Shot debut at 36. So only 4 moments, right? Only 4 moments. Metallic Gold, 397, Hollow Icon. I don't know that that Top Shot debut. Sadiq Bey has shown some real upside. I know it's not a 12,000, but I'm excited to root for him in the future. I hope the Pistons figure it out. I hope they're able to create a core of guys that just makes sense for them. But I'm digging it. All right. Let's look at Cade too. I apologize, guys. I've got my throat is not what's the word? Not being cool this morning. Cade obviously only has that one moment right now. It is pumped up to 521. Those rookies are pumping, man. Those rookies are absolutely pumping right now. We're going to look at Evan Mobley a little bit later just because I bought one. But Cade up to 521. And again, I think it will probably see it dip down when he gets another moment. But then you look at LaMelo's, and LaMelo's has stayed around 800. Anthony Edwards has stayed around like the 500-600 range. So I mean, if they become legit, this is gonna be the price point. So I wouldn't say it's inflated too much. That's what I would say. I'm not saying go buy it, but it's not inflated too much as people think. I know every time one of those moments come up, it's like, oh, it's being propped up. It's the only moment. I don't know. I don't think it's being propped up too much. All right, Knicks Spurs. Look at that. We got to look at Donovan Mitchell. I'm sorry. Donovan Mitchell has been balling. Listen, we're going to talk about Anthony Simons in a little bit. We haven't gotten there yet. We're going in order of East Coast to West Coast. Donovan, what is he up? What does he got out here? What does he have out here? He's got, I don't know. What sticks out to you guys? None of this, right? A little bit of disrespect for Donovan, though. I mean, look at these. He's got like a bunch of moments on under $10. We start getting into some serious stuff. His All-Star game moments at 200, throwdown at 270. Wow, his Top Shot debut up to 480. I think 350 I got that at. Yeah. I don't know. I've got such mixed feelings about Donovan. I've brought up this take before. Here's my thing with Donovan. I feel like no one is more aware that he's being filmed or being broadcasted on live television during a basketball game than Donovan Mitchell. Do you know what I mean? He's good. We talked about this in the playoffs last year. I feel like he's always making, and it's not like he's making faces at the camera. He reminds me of like a little kid who's hamming it up a little bit. I don't know. That's where I am. That's where I am on him. Good afternoon, dear Team Hold members. Hope you have a wonderful day today. Thank you, Sven. Borland says Donovan is kind of similar to Sabonis in the Top Shot game with so many moments and options. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I should like Donovan more than I do, but he annoys me a little bit. He does. He's always kind of like, he's like, but it's not, he's not making it at the camera. He's almost like trying to be like, I don't know the camera's looking at me. This is my natural reaction to stuff. And I'm like, I'm not buying it, bro. Anyways, enough about Utah. Let's go Grizzlies. Next up, Bing Bong. The Knicks won. 111-96. They beat the Spurs and their COVID-riddled team. RJ had 31 last night. Julius Randle had 2 points. That really stood out to me. When the Knicks win, they score over 100 points. I was like, oh, Randle probably had a pretty good game. He had like 2 points and 12 rebounds. What is wrong with Julius Randle? DeJounte Murray, we're legally obligated to talk about, had 24, 5, and 4. And he didn't play like his last rotation. So those numbers should have been a little bit higher, but the game was out of hand. They're missing so many people, right? They're missing so many people. They were without Derek White. They're without Keldon, Big Body Johnson. So tough to take away from that. Wade will bring him to Miami in the future. I love this. I love this big brain thinking of Dwayne Wade became an owner in Utah to just move him to Miami. That's how I feel about LeBron. I agree with you. Regression Randall. I know we thought we coined regular season Randall, and it was regression Randall. Is where we were. Julius got the bag, and he's back to his old ball stopping ways. Yeah, it's bumming me out. It's bumming me out because I liked rooting for Randall last year, even though we picked the Hawks. I just think, I don't know. I had always rooted for him. Like even when he was on the Lakers, I just wanted him to be good. And then we saw flashes in New Orleans, and then I don't know. It bums me out. Gnome says, I love Primo. Yeah, we've rolled Primo out a couple of times in DFS. Primo, I can't get a feel for what his game is. He's a decent three-point shooter. This moment right now is at 109. I think it pumped up to 120 or something like that. Probably when I bought it right at the freaking top. But yeah, I don't know. Anything else about that game? I just like, Eric says, I wonder if the New York market got to his head like Porzingis. Do you know what I think it was? I think he just shot out of his ass from 3 last year, and that changed everything. You also didn't have a real point guard. So he was doing a lot of the ball handling duties, right? Like Elfrid Payton was your starting point guard for a while. Rose was still coming off the bench and then taking some ball handling responsibilities. But like the offense flowed through Randall. And now you brought in guys like Fournier and Kemba and Rose when he's healthy. And it's just not throwing for him. Forge says Primo's 19. Probably safe to say he doesn't have a game yet. Has yet to come in his own. I mean, the good news is he's getting some playing time at 19. That's a good sign. The Spurs are kind of interesting from a young man's team's perspective, right? I feel like they have not an immediate ceiling, but when you know, Murray, Keldon Johnson, Primo, Derek White, I don't really count. Derek White's not really young. I'm missing some. Oh, Devin Vassell. I feel like they get some young dudes. I don't know. That could be kind of fun. Anyways, yeah. Was this Randall's first home game since that whole thumbs down thing? Maybe that's it. I don't know. Anyways, guys. I mean, I know. Listen, I've pumped DeJounte Murray's bags enough. I almost bought another one because I saw the price went down a little bit last night. I'm just a big fan now. I love him. He's so fun. They're like that. They should have lost by 40 last night, and he's just such a good defender. He keeps him in it. Anyway, Sixers Rockets. The only guy we're going to talk about is Embiid, who's just I think he's surpassed 30 points in like 8 straight games. He's 31-8 last night. Sixers won by 10. It was never really close, but it just kind of stayed in there. Let's see what Embiid's doing. His TSD's been bumping a little bit. So he's got a 40K moment at $6, 35K at 7, 15K at 9. A lot of cheap options for Embiid here. Even that playoff reward is sub 100. Throwdown sub 200 if you're trying to get in the rare game. He's even got an MG Elite 240 top shot debut at 325. Man, Embiid looks good. The Sixers are going to be a problem. Obviously they still need to make a move in order for them to, achieve a ceiling, but he's awesome. Embiid is awesome. He's a big man, so nobody gives a shit, but he is really, really good. That's it. Cavs 109, Kings 108. This one, like if you were on the East Coast, but you really wanted to do the hard challenge or even the easy challenge last night, you were sweating this game because you were hooping. You were hoping it was going to be Bonzi Wells and not LeBron James in the archive easy challenge, but the Cavs won 109, Kangs 108. Jared Allen had 18 and 17. Kevin Love had 18 off the bench, and Hallie Burton had 21 and 8. Let's take, I don't know. We can look at Jared Allen. I bought Jared Allen's Top Shot debut yesterday because I'm a fish, but I was hoping he was going to be in the challenge, and that was before they announced everything. Jared Allen is going to be an all-star this year. I don't know what that's going to do to his moments, but you can lock that in right now. He's going to be on the all-star team. He's got a handful of moments on his Nets days, couple on the Cavs. His Top Shot debut is out of 4K. He's also got an interesting, where is it? Series 2 moment, because this is when he got traded. That's out of 5K. It's up to $40. But, yeah, Jared Allen's going to be an all-star, but it's another big man that we probably won't talk about. So there's that. Let's look at Halliburton, too. I'm not going to look. I guess we can look at Kevin Love, too, after. Halliburton's been playing really well. I think this $252 Top Shot debut to me is interesting. I don't know what the Kings' future is. I can't figure out what their path to success is. Steve last night on 89 Cavs was like talking about him as a trade candidate. And I was like, man, what are the Kings doing if they are like, you want to be in rebuild mode, right? With your young assets. So you move off Barnes, maybe you keep Fox, you move off Buddy, but you probably move Fox too. If you're going to keep one piece, it's Halliburton. Yeah. Eric says, what pick was Jared Allen in the draft? I'm actually not sure. Let's see. Let's see if I can look that up real quick. He was, and I should be able to find that faster. Pick 15. Is that what I'm seeing? Pick 15 or 16? Oh no, number 22. 22nd pick. But anyways, again, let's get the financial advice drop, right? We have to do it legally. Where is it? Oh my God, why can't I find it? Oh, here it is. None of this is financial advice. Do what you love what you do. Something like that, right? To me, he's looked awesome. He got off to a slow start and everyone was punting on him, and he's been really, really good lately. Kings said they're open to moving Fox and or Hallie for Simmons, more about to fleece them. My God. If that's what the deal ends up being, I imagine Maxey has to be included in that. But even if Maxey's included in that, I do that in a heartbeat. I'm not even a huge Fox guy, but Halliburton looks really good. All right, one more game. Dude, I don't know how the Nets lost this game. Blazers 114, Nets 108. KD had 28 and 10. Kyrie was back. Harden didn't play, but you still have to beat the Blazers. The Blazers were without Dame, CJ, Norman Powell, Larry Nance. I don't know. Cam Thomas had 21 off the bench. I'm ready for a Cam Thomas moment. I am ready for a Cam Thomas rookie moment. He's been great. He's been great. We had a fun little story about that last night on the Cavs. Maxey will never be included. LOL, says RCX. Why? Why is everybody so hard for Maxey? Right? Wouldn't you? I would take, honestly, if Simmons is not going to play for you anymore, I would take Fox over Simmons. I would take Halliburton over Maxey. Why wouldn't they do that? They're out of their mind. Maxey means Dame time, maybe Beal. You guys are out of your mind. What team are you watching? Like Maxey's a good scorer, but if you guys are trying to get a ceiling, if you were trying to get a ceiling for your best player in his prime, who's injury prone, you're going to make a move now. Otherwise, this team is like dormant in 3 years. You got to make that move. Yeah, you're out of your mind. If you think Maxey's Maxey's a scoring guard, you have no point guard. No point guard. Who in Team Hold has Cam Thomas fan club Twitter account? I know there is somebody in there. Maxey for Hallie, you're on drugs, dude. You're on drugs. On the Blazers side of things, Rocco had 21-4. This is the first time I think we've said Rocco's name in this new season. Cool. Macklemore, shout out the thrift shop. He had 20 points, and Ben Simmons had 23 and 11. So there you go. They didn't move Maxey for Lowry last season. So dumb. This one's a little bit more defensible because you were just going to have to pay Lowry so much if you were retaining him. If you were retaining Lowry, I think this is a little more defensible because he was just going to be expensive and you're getting like 1 or 2 years out of him. But yeah, you're going to get, dude, bring on 95.7. Y'all are crazy. And Simons had 23 and 11. I don't know if I said Simons. Let's look at Anthony Simons first. You know, we did that video last week about Nasir Little being like, you know, what do we call it? Balling on a budget, best buys under $25. And Nasir Little's Top Shot debut was kind of interesting because it was, you know, if the Blazers blow it up, those guys stick out. Rockstar Sarah says Maxey was the deal breaker. You know what, though? He wasn't, because that deal was never happening. That was leverage. He was never going. They were never signing off. Houston was never signing off on it. It wasn't happening. So it was just a smoke screen so they could fleece Brooklyn for a little bit more. I just wanted to hop on and tell Mike how cold it is. Oh, it's breezy 70. It's 18 fucking degrees in here this morning. And you know what? Somebody rang our doorbell because they found an ID like 12 houses down, 12 apartments down. And they came over and they're like, does a Valerie live here? 7:30 in the morning. What are you doing? What are you doing ringing a doorbell? It's too early for this. Valerie does not live here no more. You don't win chips with the young guys like Maxey. Big brain. Maxey's going to be a 5-time All-Star God. Hold on real quick. RCX, I got to screenshot this. Okay, I got a good, hold on. Let's see. We'll see if I can share this screen. Here we go. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, this is what's going to be a God right here, RCX, right there. This is the moment. This is the moment. RCX had to change his YouTube name to Asshat. Oh, man. Y'all are crazy. The guy scored like 20 points 3 times, and everyone's like, you guys are the meme of that kid who's just like, right? That's you guys. That's just so wild. That's so wild to me. That's like me saying, yeah, Aaron Nesmith for Halliburton, straight up. He was actually pretty good in Summer League. So, straight up. Oh, that's crazy. That's so funny. Maxey going to be that guy. Yeah, he is a Maxey. That's so funny. I like Maxey. You're making me not like Maxey. I like Maxey. But to think that you're like, we need to keep... we're taking Maxey over Halliburton is insane. I hope I'm wrong. That would be fun for you. I hope I'm wrong. All right, Limsey, we all have lines. We all have boundaries. All right. Simons. Anyways, we were talking about Simons. Simons is turning into a legit baller right now. Top Shot debut is at $22. Throwdown still pumped up a little bit. Don't go by the throwdown, but I don't know, man. Top Shot debut, it's out of 12K. Simons, there's like rumors Dame gets shut down. There's rumors he gets shut down, and if that happens, if they go into tank mode, I mean, right now they're in the 10 seed, so I don't know. Maybe they do care about the playoffs. I don't know, but I would go ahead and look at that. Top Shot Tesla says, does Simons play defense? Portland does not play defense. They have not been taught how to do that. So nobody does it over there. All right, let's go look at the challenge stuff. That was all for last night's action. Let's just see, before we do that, actually, let me just see what we got on the docket for this evening. Oh, no, that was, what's today? It's today, Tuesday. 6 games. We got Thunder, Wizards, Suns, Raptors. That'll be a fun one. Pistons, Bulls. Golden State, Memphis at 8 o'clock on NBA TV. That'll be a good one. T-Wolves and Pelicans in the pooper. Nuggets and Clippers at 10:30 for the late night hammer. That's a fun one. We dig it. Oh, my God. Sven says it's negative 24 in Finland. Freezing my ass off over here. Wow. Although I got to say, I can't do conversions, but 18... What is it? 18 degrees has to be close to negative 24 Celsius, right? Right? I think it's got to be close. I'm not sure. But shout out Finland. We're shouting out countries today. All right. What did I say we're going to? Oh, yeah. Let's check out challenges. We're going to go over to Own the Moment, the official sponsor, flagship sponsor of Team Hold. So let's go do it. I can't wait for everyone to tell me I'm just an idiot for not knowing the conversion rate on Celsius and Fahrenheit. I'm surprised somebody hasn't told me, though. Let's start with the clay challenge and see where that is. Because is it still sub 4K? 3,500 with a day and 6 hours to go. This probably surpasses 4K, right? It's 811. If you're starting from the beginning, it's 811. Let's see. We've got the cheapest. You got Clay is now 189. Wow. Katie Smith is 183. That's the cheapest way to get run 3-point moments. You buy 3 of them. Maxi Kleber's down to 30. D'Lo's down to 25. Fred VanVleet's 10. So look at this. All the last 24 hours, 16%, 2%, 26%, 16%, 16%. So there you go. People are doing the math for me. So it's a little bit colder. It's a little bit colder for you. You win. I'm in Brazil. It's 90 degrees. Top Shot Tandy, dude. I want to live your life, man. I want to live your life. Yeah, it's probably true, Manthi, right there. How much time is left? Oh, 1 day and 6 hours, Ross. 1 day and 6 hours. I thought you meant in this show at first, and I was like, it depends how cool you guys are. Yeah, so what do we think? I think when we said it yesterday, I put the line at 4,800, right? We put the line at 4,800. Right now it's at 3,500. My guess now, I would say the line has been shifted down to 4,200. So there you go. What Angel said, Angel, I got a feeling you started this show 10 to 12 minutes late, and you right now are talking about you are now at the Knicks conversation. So welcome to the future. I will say, I believe the Lonzo Chicago deal was cemented like 3 years ago. I don't think he had a shot at going anywhere else. This is a good callback, CKM, to another show, but I like it. What's the best 3-point rare that will hold value? I think Ray Allen would be my guess. RC, listen, we're off the rails. We'll go back to Clay in a second. I was just in Tampa. It's 80 degrees and the water was even nice. Can't wait for Philly to destroy the city. Is that why you're down there, or you were just in Tampa? I'm going to tell you something right now, RC. Tampa, top 5 worst cities in America. How about that? Top 5 worst cities in America. We're choosing violence this morning. The guy who stole my laundry, the lady who rang the doorbell at 7:30, Philadelphia, Maxie's, and then here we go. Tampa, garbage city. I lived there for 2 years. It is If you took every chain in the United States and just put it into one like 5 square mile radius, it is garbaggio. Okay, it is terrible. I feel like we're losing viewers as this happened. I don't care. It is garbage. Go to St. Pete. Go to Clearwater. Go anywhere else. What are the other 4 worst cities? Yes. We might have to do a full show on this. This might be the happy hour show on Friday. It's not salty Patriots fan. I still root for Tom Brady. I am a DFS gambler. I don't give a fuck about teams anymore. Okay, it is not about that. I lived there before this. I lived there. It is just so bad. It is such a bad city. I lived in the burbs in Philly. I agree. Philly's on above ground. Oh, but no. I like Philly. I do like Philly. Fayetteville, North Carolina is being pulled. Is there? They get those crow-looking birds instead of pigeons. Yeah, crows. I think they're just crows. It really is just. It is a terrible city. They were like every other city in America was like, hey, you know what? I don't think we should do. I don't think we should do smoking indoors anymore. And Tampa was like, actually, you're required to smoke indoors, right? It's not even an option. They're like, here, it costs $10 to get in here. Here's a cigarette. It is just garbage. Anyways, okay. This is what we're going to do this on Friday. I'm going to pick the 5 worst cities in America. And then maybe the following Friday, we'll go international. And yeah, I'm interested in the other 4. I got to think about it. I love cities too, what a weird transition, but I do. I love visiting cities. Back in my back when I was traveling a little bit more for comedy shows, that was like my favorite thing was to travel solo and to just like explore a city for a little bit. Tampa sucked. I can't even think of redeeming qualities about it. The only thing that I liked is that I went to a small school, a small D3 school for undergrad, but for graduate school, I went to the University of South Florida and their football team was good. So that's good. Smoking indoors isn't so bad. My dad used to always smoke. Okay. Mike, what were you eating when you were traveling for shows? What was I eating? I don't know. I would just go find, I feel like there's a joke in here that I'm missing. I would just go find hole in the wall stuff. You went to USF, Milo? How have we never talked about that? Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, we love it. This is great. This is so much fun. You didn't miss anything, people. We're just talking about garbage cities right now. All right, we gotta go back to the challenges. So the Klay Thompson has dived, and I wanted to talk about this a little bit, right? So we're seeing it right now, 189 down to 189. It pumped the highest, I think, at like 370, maybe. I got my thought on this is that the Klay Thompson challenge was baked into the price. I think a lot of people. I know a lot of people in our Discord were doing it early, right? They were doing it early when it was down at like $100. But I think a lot of people were like, there's no way they do some sort of Klay challenge where this Top Shot debut is utilized, right? I think a lot of people were on that. And then there was like the whole, woo, when he comes back, he's going to be in a flash challenge. And I think a lot of people started scooping him up and the price started getting caked in. This was like challenges last year, right? Where everyone was getting ready for the challenge. So the price would go up, the challenge would be unveiled, and then the price would go down before it was even included. I think it's because it was caked in. So I think we saw a quick run up. And then there was a small window to flip at that top, and then it came right back down. Yeah, and the supply was just a little bit higher, right? It's not a 4K moment, it's a 9K moment. I do think, like, obviously, we got a cough coming. Hold on. I do think like there was, if you were scooping them at 115, you're still profiting. And if you were getting ready to unload them in the high 200s, low 300s, there was good opportunity. Yeah. Sold 2, 360 and 390. Yeah. I sold 3 of them. I think it was like 350, 330 and 280. But you just have to do it quickly. And we even saw this here too with Maxi Cleaver. Like Cleaver was at 57 and it's down to 30. Like D'Lo was up in the 40s. Now it's down to 25. I just think you have to move quick on some of these. And maybe we see a last minute pump, but I don't think so. And I know Rad Dad was out there saying like I thought more people would be going after this. I mean, this is 3,500 completing this challenge that costs $811. So I think that like I want to go back and compare it to other challenges that cost similarly. I'm not going to do this. That's way too much work. Somebody else should do it and then give me the information. I used to rely on Steve Baller's blockchain, but now as a dapper man, so I'm going to need someone else's content to steal. But I would love to see the average cost of a challenge that costs somewhere between 800 and 1,000, and I want to know what the average for completions is in that price range, because my guess is it's less than 3,500. I feel like it's probably in like the 1,500 range. So I do think people are going after it. And RCX says, I think the 3-pointer rares are pumped. I'm about to sell pump Celtics rares. Am I muted? I'm not muted, right? No, I'm not muted. I unmuted. Jesus, we the people who scared me. Yeah, and I think that's the other thing, right? Is normally we would have like one bottleneck moment in here, but because there's multiple rare 3-pointers, it's a little bit more accessible, right? There's a bunch of different opportunities to get those rare threes, where the clay is still kind of the bottleneck, and there's so many of them. And it's getting cheaper now. Do more people complete? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think like normally with a day and 6 hours left and already 3,500, I would have said we maybe get 500 more. I do think this gets up to like 42, 4,400, something like that. Keith says, when would Morant's insane block be added to Top Shot, and will Kobe and Jordan moments ever be added? Good question, Keith. The Kobe Jordan thing, I can't answer. I imagine at some point we get there, but I think they probably do it in some very special way. I don't know how close that's going to be. The Morant, I would venture to guess that Morant's block is going to be a hollow moment, and it's either a hollow regular moment or a hollow reward would be my guess. That's my hot take on that, Keith. I think because the hollow is supposed to be the best plays of the year. That play is fucking amazing. It's incredible. Sorry, F-bombs in the morning. Kevin says, when can we buy TOC best ball packs? Yeah, good question, Kevin. It was supposed to be this morning, and I just want to tell you right now, before you buy, if this is your first entry into TOC, I got a promo code for you, so please use it. So I'll throw it in the Discord today, which, speaking of which, you should join the Discord. But again, not to pump TOC's bags too high, but if you like fantasy football and you enjoy the best ball format, it's like $20 to get a pack. And it's not even like you can combine packs. So you get a pack with 20 different cards that you can play, and you pick 12 of the 20 to create your best ball lineup. And then you mint it as an NFT. You can even sell that on the secondary market if you wanted to. If you're like, this lineup's so sick, someone else would buy it, you should throw that. But anyways, something like that. But yeah, we should get information about that today, most likely this evening, because I heard Pete and I were going to do a show today at 1:00, breaking down some TOC playoff stuff and all the best ball shit. But because it's getting pushed, we're going to do that show tomorrow now. So that'll be a good one. Anyways, back to Ja being a monster. But yeah, that's my take on the clay challenge. I'm still very excited about it. I'm just so happy he's back. I don't care. I think like even fringe Top Shot people are like, oh, I should get that moment. Like Macy Woj. That's not even fair. I shouldn't call Macy Woj a fringe Top Shotter, because I don't know how deep she is into the Top Shot streets. But she texted me yesterday and she's like, I need to get one more rare 3-pointer so I can complete this clay. And I was like, hell yeah. And I didn't have one. I thought normally I have an extra one, but I sold it. So if you're holding on to extra rares and want to do a rental deal, Macy Woj put it in the Discord. So help her out. All right, let's go check at the flash challenges, and then we'll build a moment ranks lineup or just look at it. Let's look at the hard one first. So the hard was tough, man. This was a tough challenge. I haven't even talked Hustle and Show. So we get that pack drop today. What's that? 2 p.m. Eastern, right? 2 p.m. Eastern. That's going to be a fun one. Did I not click it? Oh, I did. 2 p.m. Eastern. So you can buy 2 packs at a time, and then you're going to be able to line up again after you buy your 2 if you want. My guess, though, because I know LG was speculating that you can maybe line up as many as 5 times. I don't think that's going to be the case. I bet if you are early in line, I bet you'll be able to line up maybe 4 times, 3 times. Actually, you know what? No, that take is too hot. I don't think so, because hold on. Let me check something real quick. How many packs are being released today? Let's see. We're going pack. How many packs we got? 155,000 for. All right, so maybe you will be able to line up 5 times. LG, I take it back. All right, so here we go. Here's the hard challenge right here. So 191 have been completed. 191 have been completed so far. This is for a rare pack. You needed the cheapest way to go. You needed Anderson Varejao. Wait, is it Anderson? Oh, no. That makes sense. Anderson Varejao is run it back. You needed Paul Pierce's run it back. Wow, a Series 1 run it back required is incredible. Wait, how is there? So max completions of this could be 275. There we go. You get Donovan Mitchell, Joel Embiid. Yeah, so this costs, how much does this cost? $3,000. This costs $3,000 to do it. It's probably not worth it if you're thinking about buying it. And let's look at the easy, which is a little bit more accessible. But because the Cavs won, you need that LeBron James archive moment. This has 3,300 completions at 198. I'm not buying it for an archive pack. But if you have the LeBron one, it's definitely worth doing it. So there you go. How many of you guys were able to complete it? 155,000 packs, 644 badge rookies in it. Sadness. Yeah, that's not enough. That's not enough. At what stage do packs tend to be airdropped? They should get those today. Right? Got easy done. There you go. Already done. Had all those moments, thankfully. Run it back challenge. Made the challenge sucky. I want better rare utility. See, this sucks, man. This comment, RCX, I'm not even picking on you. I understand the comment, but this is why it sucks. Because, like, say it was throwdowns and you own the throwdown set, you'd be like, finally, rare utility. This comment is only about your own bags, right? Because some people have the run it back set. So, like, you need to, like, go a little bit bigger brain on this and think, like, this is, even though you don't have the run it back, I'm not going to be able to do either of these challenges. But this is another signal that it's like, hey, we're throwing a bone to every type of collector. You're a TSD maxi, bang, you're going to get some Top Shot debut stuff. You are your throwdowns, here's the throwdown stuff. Your run it back, here's run it back. Archives, they're like signaling to that if you collect a certain kind of way, we're probably going to throw you something in a challenge. So that's why I was like, this comment is, and this isn't, I'm not even picking on you. I think this is like the common sentiment on Twitter and in Discords anyways. It's just like all of our suggestions or solutions to things just pump our own bags, right? And we're not going big enough. Like, this is very good. If you are a run it back collector, if you are an archive pack collector, you got a W last night, whether it's getting one of these packs by completing the challenge or flipping some stuff and buying it back. So I disagree with this. I think you will get better. This is the better rare utility. I don't even know what could be better than requiring rares in a challenge, right? I don't know. Again, not to pick on you, man. I just think this is good. Everybody eats, right? It is about my bags, but I own all rares. Let all rare pump sets pump. Run it back means completions will be lousy. But, dude, so if all rares were included, the moments wouldn't pump because there'd be like 3,000 moments included. So the only way it pumps is if they do one set. Also, by creating challenges that 25,000 people can complete, now we're back to the whole scarcity thing because everybody's getting a pack. So this RC, I think you're having a tough day today, dude. Between the maxi for Halliburton stuff, I think this is wrong. But let's all walk a mile in someone else's bag. A+. Anyways, that's it. We're done. What else do we got? Did anyone watch the Rare Moments new video on Hustle and Show? They trashed the moments and players in and said they're lining up for as many packs as they can. I don't even, I got to find Rare Moments. I don't even know what it is. Anyways, I feel like the completions would go up so the moments would go up. No, they wouldn't need to go up because everybody already has the moments. Right? I feel like, nah, I think this is you. For a hot second, I was like, maybe it's me that's misunderstanding this. That's it. Speaking of bags, what happens to the bags of guys who work for Dapper? I'm pretty sure the key just gets locked. Do you know what I mean? Like they don't have to sell off anything, I don't believe. I think they just can't collect anymore. So it's basically like a locked account. So I imagine when they leave or whatever, it's almost like a fun little retirement account, right? Arsic, this is still a safe space. We love you, man. You can be here and throw your wild takes out here any day you want. Just be prepared. Be prepared for the dunk. Make the reward like 2 playoff packs. RCA, I can't. I can't do it. Yeah, so okay, Neil Diamond Hands is confirmed. They're just a frozen account. All right, guys, let's look at play moment ranks, and then we're going to get out of here. Just a reminder, too, 3 p.m. Eastern, we're back with Dumbo himself to talk about Pylands for a little NFT Tuesday. Wednesday, we get the morning marketplace. We're going to be here with TOC talking with Peter, and then no show Wednesday night. Thursday, we've got morning marketplace, and then, Top Shot Takes. I don't believe G Dun's going to be with us, but we might have a special guest on Thursday. And then Friday, we've got the morning marketplace. I think we're going to do a second TOC show with Pete before the playoff lineups lock, and then the happy hour. So that's what you got for the rest of the week. We're excited about it. We'll probably get some more like small videos in there here and there as well. But let's build a lineup on moment ranks and just kind of look at it. Are you planning a pack rip party? Not for Hustle and Show. If I get packs, I'll probably hold them until Thursday, maybe. It depends how many I get. So I don't know. I don't know yet. Yeah. No, we know, RC. This is good. This is good, man. I appreciate it. I love the back and forth. I know you're not salty. Just sweet. You know what I'm saying? All right, here we go. Listen, I'm going to play Jokic every damn time. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's a fun matchup against the Clippers. I imagine he just bodies Zubats all day, so let's lock that in right away. We should take a peek at the bonuses, though. So he needs 1 block to get there. He needs 6 assists. Actually, the assists might be the play now, but he needs 6 assists, 2 threes, 25 points. Look at those averages, by the way. He's averaging on the season 25, 14, and 7. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Dallas Diamonds. Look at that little Dallas right there. Damon Fat is always salty. That is true. That is true. Steph Curry against the Golden State Warriors. That's going to be a fun one. I feel like his 3 average is probably down. He still needs 5. Steph's been kind of struggling a little. Well, he turned it on the other day, but I imagine he just cooks. He cooks Ja the whole game. Ja, I feel like, is going to show up for this one. The problem with Ja is you need another moment because he needs 26 points to get there, which he can, but he needs 7 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. Karl Anthony Towns against New Orleans is going to be a fun one. I imagine he just absolutely monsters on them. He needs 26 points to get there. I feel like we're getting a 35 and 12 incoming. Fred VanVleet has been cooking lately. This Toronto Phoenix game is going to be fun. Devin Booker too. Like if you want to do a mini correlation, Anthony Edwards again. What is Anthony Edwards stuff right now? He needs 24 points. It's not as exciting. Desmond Bane is always on. Yeah, let's see what's Bane at right now. Oh, I sold my Bane. I forgot I sold my Bane in the pump. I'm gonna have to pick one up today in the Hustle and Show set. Jonas is probably a good one too. Like I love the idea of a little mini correlation. If we think they just scored 250 points in that game, needs 1 block, 19 points, 1 3. DeAndre Ayton's back. Lonzo Ball's back in the streets, but he needs 2 blocks. That's kind of high. Kuzma's just been balling. A lot of fun ways to go. Did they say if Clay's sitting tonight? Did they say that? Hold on, let's see. Why can't I? What's going on here? Oh, there it is. Is Clay sitting? No, it looks like he's going to play. So a lot of good options tonight. Some fun games. I'm really excited to watch that Memphis Golden State game. Yeah, Fred VanVleet and Bane. What site account do you guys use for breaking injury news? So many late scratches. I use Underdog NBA, and I also use Roto Grinders. Bosch running back just now. Pump my back. Look at Stan Love. Stan Love's a true Miami Heat fan, even though I see him in the Denver Nuggets Discord on Top Shot. Robert Williams is a fun start, but the 3 blocks average. Yeah, 3 blocks is a lot. I mean, he can still put up 6. We've seen it, but that's a lot. All right, everybody, we're going to call it there. Thanks for jumping in. Make sure you like the stream before you get out of here. It just pumps the algo a little bit. Also, make sure you join the Discord. I'll share a link to that one more time. But appreciate y'all being here. Come back at 3 o'clock. Let's go see Dumbo together. You know what I'm saying? Everybody have a great day, and may your laundry stay intact. We out.